Double this, double that, I need all my racks. Double this, double that, I flip all the packs. Double this, double that, I need all my racks. Double this, double that, I flip all the packs. Good morning, Stack Hearts. I love you, Stack Hearts. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Stacks back again with another video. And man, I can't wait to get this information out to y'all. If you have not joined the Discord yet, join the Discord in the link down below. In just a second, I'm going to tell you exactly why. You see what I'm saying? It's actual, factual. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and like, subscribe. There's not many people giving out content like I'm giving out content, you know what I'm saying, on this YouTube platform. So please, 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 for yourself, not even for me, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna win regardless. I'm gonna put my money where it needs to go regardless. I'm investing in the AI infrastructure regardless. So it's not gonna hurt me, it's only hurting you. Period. I know that next 5-10 years, due to my investments, I will be a multimillionaire. So please, I would love for everyone else to be on this journey with me. So go ahead and like, subscribe, join the Discord, comment what you don't understand, what you need to learn. Because look, I'm free and I'm giving you free game every single time I post something. But hey, y'all know how Stacks do it, baby. I'm gonna give you a lesson and I'm gonna turn you up with a blessing, baby. Literally. So with today's lesson, you guys know that, I've been telling y'all in the previous video, September is historically the worst month to invest, because, well, actually historically the best month to invest, but it's historically a slow month. You know what I'm saying? It's historically known for its pullbacks. September pullbacks. Every single year, September has a huge pullback, and the Stacks has been drilling that into your head. Stacks has been telling you that, and sure enough, it came to fruition. So today's lesson will be: stop waiting on the sideline. You know what I'm saying? Stop waiting. Opportunity is going to continue to pass you by if you wait. Whenever you see, the best companies in the world drop 5 to 20%, get on it. You know what I'm saying? And don't be like, oh, is this the bottom? Because you can read the charts and see if it's the bottom, but you never really know if it's the bottom, because it could be the bottom for this week, but then next week it's going even lower. You see what I'm saying? It's actual, factual, baby. So just buy. Just buy on a 5 to 20% dip, right? And if it goes lower, you're going to average cost down. Whether that's you're buying normal shares, whether you're in an option play, buy the dip and you will win and you will succeed. Literally, time waits on no man. And that goes in real life too. You only have a certain window, a certain period. If you miss your window and you miss your period, you done. You should have did it while you had the chance and while the people were actually interested in what you're doing. So the same thing goes into the stock market. It's rigged to stay up. Let me tell you this. The stock market is rigged to stay up. Literally. So look, invest when you get that pullback. When you see that 5 to 20% pullback on the best companies in the world, invest. When you see that 5 to 20% pullback on companies that are going to be the future of the AI infrastructure, invest. When you see that 5 to 20% pullback on companies that are attached to the Mag 7, invest. Specifically, Microsoft, Nvidia, invest. They are AI. I'm just going to keep it a bean. They are AI, literally. And I know I got a lot of energy and I'm like really, really pushing it off, but I'm just really trying to let y'all know how important that is. You know what I'm saying? So there go the lesson. I don't even want to go too hard on the lesson. You see what I'm saying? It's the actual factual. It's time to hit y'all with the blessing, homie. Literally. So if you ever been paying attention, if you've been following along with my videos, about a month ago, I said, hey, Google about to pop, y'all. Google on the brink of popping. And I'm really going to pop it because, not many people are able to do this, bro. Seriously. I'm not just saying it because it's me patting myself on the back. Not many people are, able to do this. I told y'all by the end of August, Google's going to 215. At the time, Google was $195 a share. Ask me what Google is right now. I don't even want to tell y'all what Google is right now. That's what Google is right now. That's what Google is right now. That's why it's very important, you know what I'm saying, to tune in weekly and let Stacks give you the information that's out there, because I'm doing the research. You see what I'm saying? I'm out here really doing the research. I'm out here really doing it so that you guys don't have to. All you gotta simply do is click on my video and I got the answers. Like Kanye told Sway, you ain't got the answers, Sway. You ain't got the answers.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
Guess what? Stacks got the answers. And guess what? Stacks giving it up for free ski. Now listen, I want y'all to listen. Listen very closely. Use your listening ears like you tell your kids. You see what I'm saying? Stactual, factual. CRWV. CRWV is 52% down from its all-time high. Its all-time high of 187. It's 52% down. It's sitting at about $85 a share right now, y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all
what CoreWeave is and why it's important and why CoreWeave is going to rise again, right? So check me out. Look, CoreWeave is a company that specifically rents out Nvidia's GPUs, which the GPUs are like the brains of the whole AI technology. It trains your AI models. It allows them to have the processing power and the knowledge to know what to do and when to do it and how to do it, depending on what you input into it, right? So your GPUs are the brain of the AI, which is the reason why Nvidia is so important, because it has the best GPUs in the world. It was doing this before everybody, and they're selling worldwide, and they're showing that they're effective, and they're showing that the fastest. You see what I'm saying? So really, what happened is a little bit prior to Nvidia's earnings, the reason for this whole drop outside of the September pullbacks, but prior to Nvidia's earnings, news released that hey, China's not buying the H100 chip, which is the only chip that's regulated right now to be able to be sold to China uh, by President Trump. But they're saying that Nvidia, China is no longer buying that H100 chip, and Nvidia needs to come up with a new chip, right? So shortly after that news drops, a Chinese stock, Alibaba, which I'm not gonna lie, I was in Alibaba. I love the infrastructure of Alibaba because Alibaba is like Amazon, except it is in China and they do drone food delivery. I mean, they do the whole nine. They got the movies, they got the TV, they got the music. Like it's all in one, it's all inclusive. So Alibaba, that's a great Chinese stock. You see what I'm saying? But Alibaba, they came out and said, hey, we're inventing a chip that's gonna replace NVIDIA and NVIDIA's chip. But you guys cannot be faked out by this because listen, we didn't see this happen before with another Chinese stock called DeepSeek back in April that made Nvidia tank, saying that hey, DeepSeek is the real deal, and you know they're taking away all the market share for Nvidia and da 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 da. So never happened. You see what I'm saying? DeepSeek was a deep fake, a pump fake, hit people over the head. People missed a huge buying opportunity. You see what I'm saying? So look, I'm putting you down right now. I'm putting you down right now. Literally, stactual, factual. Hey, if I say it, it's a fact. Literally. CoreWeave is at $85 a share right now. All the Alibaba getting a chip to replace what Nvidia is doing in their infrastructure. Look at me. It's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, gangster. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's just not gonna happen. So look, now with that being said, now that Stacks told you this information, let me get a little bit deeper dive into what CoreWeave does and why CoreWeave is destined to rise. Okay, so CoreWeave, like I was saying earlier, they pretty much just rent out Nvidia's GPUs to companies that are on the backlog and are unable to get them at the moment because NVIDIA's GPUs and AI, the AI race is so hot right now that they're on backlog for a year, for months and months at a time. You know what I'm saying? So you're not able to just be like, hey, I want this chip, and you're gonna get it the same day. It's a supply and demand, kind of like what we were talking about in the last video with Bitcoin. Everything in this world and economics is supply and demand, baby. Literally. So check me out. Look, the supply is low, the demand is super high for these NVIDIA chips. However, NVIDIA gives CoreWeave a percentage of their chips so that they're able to rent them out, and also NVIDIA owns a percentage of CoreWeave as well. You see what I'm saying? So it allows them to also reap benefits off their investment on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Not only from the fact that they're giving it to them, but also just from the side that, they own shares of them. So when that company rises, they rise, they make more money as well. But aside from the GPUs, right? But I mean, I guess it all ties together. CoreWeave also has a pending deal with Core Scientific. So Core Scientific is an AI company, is a Bitcoin mining company that actually uh builds data centers as well. So if you don't know, data centers are, one of the hottest commodities because they provide the power that is needed in order to do all this AI processing, in order to have GPUs and server racks and all that stuff and power everything. We need data centers. So data centers are extremely essential, right? There's no AI without data centers because you need a specific amount of power. It takes a lot of power to power up these AI systems, to run the GPUs and everything of that nature. And you have to keep them cooled at a certain temperature, which is why Supermicro is so important. But we'll talk about that in another video. But yes, so they have a $9 billion deal with Core Scientific. So a lot of people may ask, hey, Stacks, I just looked online and CoreWeave is only valued at $1 billion. So how are they signing a $9 million deal with Core Scientific, right? So look, this is where the strategic partnership comes into play, and this is another reason why CoreWeave is just rigged to stay up and it's bound to freaking win, right? So check this out. Instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna give you $9 million cash and this is gonna be my acquisition deal, they're giving them $9 billion worth of stock. So now they're not pulling any money out their pocket. They're like, hey, here goes $9 billion worth of shares. You now own X amount of this company just off the shares alone. You see what I'm saying? Because buying your shares is ownership, you see? So it's a strategic partnership. And that's another lesson. It's all about who you know. It's not about what you know. You know what I'm saying? It's actual, factual. So pretty much what that gives CoreWeave the ability to do is now they own the data centers because of their strategic partnership with Core Scientific, who's already scaling and building these data centers at a high level. But also now the GPUs that Nvidia is giving them to rent out, they're going to be able to sell the whole structure. Like, so when Microsoft or OpenAI or any of the other customers that CoreWeave has, which Microsoft, that's a big one. That tells you everything you need to know. Not only is it related to Nvidia, but it's related to Microsoft. But like I was saying, when Microsoft and OpenAI, they go over here to rent these GPUs from CoreWeave is going to say, hey, not only do I have the GPUs that you can take and put in your own data centers that you may or may not have built somewhere. Now I have the whole complete infrastructure. I have the data centers and the GPUs inside the data centers. So look, all you got to do is move all your, technology, whatever, is make a real simple transition from over here. You don't have to worry about building data centers. You don't have to worry about nothing. You just rent from us and it's all in one. It's all inclusive. This is huge. I don't want that to go over y'all head. This is all inclusive, right? So I say that to say NVIDIA is coming out with a new chip to, get rid of the confusion. It has to do with the H100 chips. But as well as once September is over with and the September pullbacks are done, uh, we're going to see NVIDIA rise. And as a result of NVIDIA rising, guess who else is going to rise? CoreWeave. CoreWeave. So look, all my option traders, all my option stack hearts, give yourself time in the trade. Towards the end of this year, we will rally. We will see new all-time highs on the SPY. We will see new all-time highs on Nvidia. We will see new all-time highs across the Mag 7 as a whole. So I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now before we even get there. Get CoreWeave options. Get CoreWeave shares. I'm not saying that CoreWeave is going to go right back up to 187, but if we can grab it right now at 185, Stacks can tell you right now by the end of the year we at 120. Just like I did with Google. Trust me, we building this trust now. Just like I did with Google. And I said, hey, at 195, Google's going to 215 by the end of the month. Like I just showed you, Google's at what price? Thank you. It's the actual factual. I rest my case, y'all. Hey, I appreciate the time you guys spent watching this video. Like I said earlier, if you have not like, comment, and subscribe, please do so. If you have not joined the Discord, join the Discord. I gave this play to the Discord a week ago. You see what I'm saying? It's the actual factual. So I already had the Discord getting ready. So if you want the best entry, the best timing, the best time to get in your play, whether you're buying shares, whether you're buying contracts, my exact expiration dates, join the Discord. You're doing yourself a disservice, you know what I'm saying? We got a special going right now where it's a 10-day free trial, and then after that, it's $10 a month. Hey, get in with me. It's easy money. Stactual, factual, stack hearts. I love y'all. Y'all know how we doing it. Be in the Discord. Everybody that's already in the Discord, go get in the Discord. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in the Discord, go ahead and drop the comment down below and let them know how we really rocking. It ain't no game. We got Jay representing from the A. You see what I'm saying? Jazz Deck. Literally. We're going to get him on some episodes in the future. We got Bobby's Lobby all the way from Silicon Valley. You see what I'm saying? We really rocking. We really building this community. And like Stacks always tell y'all, with family, community, God, anything is possible. So if I don't tell you nothing, if I don't tell you nothing else, because without God, nothing's possible. If I don't tell you nothing else, get God in your life and follow Stack Heart Stock Club. Literally. Hey, y'all have a good one. I'm just here short, sweet, and quick, in and out, giving information that I'm gone. Hey, shout out to all y'all. Continue to execute, because if you don't execute, time will pass you by and you lost already. Execute today. Don't wait. Stack Heart.